The Battle of Somme. Remembered by few, unrecognized by many. This battle of World War I took place from July 1st to November 20th in 1916. As you can see here, this is the calendar of the 1916 year. Meant to circle July, but we circled June instead. Sorry for the apologies. Classic mistake. Ends on November 20th. Thank you much. The war was fought between the Germans, the British, and the French, of course. Classic croissant. Deliciousness. At the Battle of Somme started a long week of artillery bombardment of the German lines. On the first day, there was more than 60,000 casualties. Very sad, mate. 1,738,000 shells were fired at the Germans. Lot of shells, mate. Lot of shells. The logic behind this was so that the artillery guns would destroy the German trenches and barbed wire placed in front of the trenches. Sadly, the barbed wire had to go. Goodbye, barbed wire. You will be missed. The Germans had deep dugouts for the men, and all they had to do when the bombardment started was move to these men into the relative safety of the deep dugouts. As you can see here, people in some dugouts, just like classic baseball. When the bombardment stopped, the Germans would have known that this would have been the signal for an infantry advance. Boom, boom. They moved from the safety of the dugouts and manned the machine guns. Safety of the dugouts and manned the machine guns to face the British and French. As you can see here, about to blow a guy's head off. Classic. Lord Kitchener of Britain liked the idea of attrition, grinding down the enemy until they surrendered. As you can see here, Sky surrendering. What a wimp. False information about the war would go on media newspapers such as the Daily Express and Daily Chronicle. As you can see, TMZ. And today on TMZ, we have some. The British lost 420,000 men, the French lost nearly 200,000 men, and the Germans 500,000. Sadly for the Germans, they lost the most. The Battle of Somme in 1916 was the first great offensive war of World War I for the British, and it made more important British attitude towards the war. During and after the battle, the British Army started to real improvement in tactics. As you can see here, trench warfare. Also, the French attacked at Somme and achieved greater advances on July 1st than the British did, with far fewer casualties. The Battle of Somme was important because it symbolized the horrors of warfare in World War I. As you can see here, Vincent van Gogh painting of the Scream, written by the one and only Maxwell Osgood. It affected the casualties and use of trench warfare in World War I. This is the most bloodiest war of all World War I. Over 1 million died during the course of these 5 months. Blood. Thank you all, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah.